Now, the greatest radio shows of all time.
Suspense.
The Shadow Node.
Washington calling David Harding, counter-spy.
Classic radio theater.
The Great Gildersleeve.
Fibber McGee and Molly.
Dragnet. Gunsmoke.
The Lone Ranger.
Now, step back into a time machine with your host, Wyatt Cox.
Good evening, friends of the Inner Sanctum.
2 days ahead of Thanksgiving, we have additional Thanksgiving shows for you, including Abbott and Costello, the Hallmark Playhouse, the new Edgar Bergen Hour with Charlie McCarthy, and Claudia. That's all coming up here on this Tuesday, 25th day of November, 329th day of the year, 36 days remaining. The last British troops left New York City on this date in 1783, 3 months after the signing of the Treaty of Paris. The worst, deadliest tornado outbreak in U.S. November history struck on this Thanksgiving Day, which is what this day was in 1926. 27 twisters of great strength reported in the Midwest, including the strongest November tornado, an F4, that devastated Heber Springs, Arkansas. 51 deaths in Arkansas alone, 76 deaths, over 400 injuries in all. Woody Woodpecker first appeared in the film Knock Knock on this date in 1940.
Guess who?
The cartoon Knock Knock starred Andy Panda, a long-forgotten cartoon character. Storm of the century, a violent snowstorm paralyzed the northeastern U.S. and Appalachians on this date in 1950, bringing winds of up to 100 miles an hour and sub-zero temperatures. Pickens, West Virginia recorded 57 inches of snow. 323 people died due to the storm. It was on this date in 1963, President Kennedy buried at Arlington National Cemetery.
O God, through whose mercy the souls of the faithful find rest, be pleased to bless this grave, and thy holy angels who keep it, and loose from the body we bury herein, and of our beloved Jack Kennedy, the 35th President of the United States, and that his soul may rejoice in thee with all the saints through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Cardinal Richard Cushing at the graveside of the late president. It was on this date in 1980, Sugar Ray Leonard regained the World Boxing Council World Welterweight Boxing title in a bout against Roberto Duran.
Abruptly, I felt that I was weakening, and my body and my arms were weakened.
Duran speaking to reporters through an interpreter that fight. The Ray Leonard-Roberto Duran rematch entitled the No Mas fight. 36 top musicians gathered in a Notting Hill studio on this date in 1984 and recorded Band-Aid's Do They Know It's Christmas, raising money for famine relief in Ethiopia. Attorney General Edwin Meese announced on this date in 1986 that profits from covert weapons sales to Iran were illegally diverted to the anti-communist Contra rebels in Nicaragua.
The only persons in the United States government that knew precisely about this, the only person, was Lieutenant Colonel North. Admiral Poindexter did know that something of this nature was occurring, but he did not look into it further.
I'm deeply troubled that the implementation of a policy aimed at resolving a truly tragic situation in the Middle East has resulted in such controversy.
The Iran-Contra affair coming to a head on this date in 1986. An ice storm struck the central U.S. on this date in 1996, killing 26 people. Powerful windstorm affected Florida, wind gusts over 90 miles an hour, toppling trees and flipping trailers. It was on this date in 1999, a 5-year-old boy rescued by fishermen while floating in an inner tube off the Florida coast.
The kid was holding on, and we thought it was somebody had tied a baby, like a dummy to a raft. That's what it looked like.
The rescue of the boy ended up setting off an international incident. The Clinton administration ended up forcing at gunpoint Elian to be surrendered from his family that he had in the U.S. to his father in Cuba. President George W. Bush signed legislation creating the Department of Homeland Security on this date in 2002. And in 2003, the Senate gave final congressional approval to Medicare legislation, combining a new prescription drug benefit with measures to control costs before the baby boom generation reached retirement age. It hasn't worked very well. It's better than a lot of things in the healthcare system, but there's still huge holes. A police shooting outside a strip club in Queens, New York on this date in 2006 resulted in the death of Sean Bell hours before his wedding, causing protests to spring up across the U.S.
48, 49, 50!
Why are you counting to 50?
50 shots. They shot Sean Bell 50 times.
2 officers later indicted for manslaughter while a third faced lesser charges, all 3 acquitted at trial. Passing away on this date in history, journalist politician Upton Sinclair, also Secretary General U Thant, actor Jack Albertson. You hear him in a lot of the radio shows we do, particularly, I'm trying to remember, Milton Berle's show. And of course, he was the man in Chico and the Man on Television. The very, very funny Flip Wilson passing away on this date. Fidel Castro, the leader of Cuba. Detective Harris on Barney Miller, Ron Glass, and passing away a year ago today, actor Earl Holliman. Birthdays include temperance advocate Carrie Nation, Pope John the 23rd, born on this date as well, baseball's Joe DiMaggio, actor Ricardo Montalban, one of the original Lois Lanes in the early Superman motion pictures, Noel Niel, also musician Percy Sledge, and John F. Kennedy Jr., all born on this date in history. They have all left the building.
Hi, this is Jeff Foxworthy. It is now time for the birthday announcements. The following people are now officially older than dirt.
He's now mostly a conservative commentator, but he was an actor-comedian, first being seen in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Ben Stein is 81.
Anderson.
Here.
Bueller.
His very dry presentation and his role of a teacher, droning on in lectures, really sold his role in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Ben Stein, 81 today. He won 3 Emmys for Night Court. John Larroquette, 78 years old today, also appearing in the reboot of the show, which just didn't work anymore. Not because the show wasn't good, it's because its audience wasn't there anymore, sadly. Amy Grant, wonderful singer, 65 today. From Married with Children, Christina Applegate is 54.
I will have you know that I have more talent and more intelligence in my little finger than you do in your entire body, sir.
From the movie Anchorman, Christina Applegate, cancer survivor, and basically is no longer acting at the age of 54 because of the ravages of multiple sclerosis. She does do some voice work, but really that's it. The Bush twins, Barbara and Jenna Bush, the daughters of George W. Bush and Laura Bush, 44 years old today. And from The Arrow and the Flash, Katie Cassidy is 39. Those just a few of the people celebrating the 25th day of November as their birthday. If this is your birthday,
we baked you a birthday cake.
If you get a tummy ache and you moan and groan and woe,
Don't forget we told you so. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Make a wish, dear, and blow out the candles.
Here they go.
let this be the last Thanksgiving that you have to deal with where your gut gives you lots of grief, because it will. Especially people who have gone through cancer treatments, there are a number of prescription meds. It just doesn't work right like it should. Professor B's digestive aid uses pure honey and apotheria. It was developed by a cancer patient going through cancer treatments, other cancer patients, similar gut non-distress, I should say, worked very well. And if you have acid reflux, other digestive issues, you'll find this of interest to you. Check it out. Go down. You'll find the link down in the show notes. Go to profbees.com. And if you use my promo code Wyatt, not only do you support this program, because a portion of proceeds go here to the people who use that aid, that promo code, but you'll save 10%, get the best deal on it. Check out profbees.com. You can find the link in the show notes. You can also find it at classicradio.stream. Enjoy Thanksgiving dinner. Enjoy nice dinners by using Professor B's digestive aid. That's profbees.com. profbees.com. Up next, Bud Abbott and Lou Costello.
In case of enemy attack on our country, these two numbers, 640 and 1240, may save your life. They are your Conelrad frequencies. Remember, 640 and 1240.
We continue now on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox with an episode of Bud Abbott and Lou Costello and their Thanksgiving show from 77 years ago, November 25th, 1948.
Hey, Abbott, what time is it?
It's time for the Abbott and Costello Show. We're on the air for ABC here in Hollywood.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go with the Abbott and Costello Show.
Yes, it's the Abbott and Costello Show, produced and transcribed in Hollywood for your listening and laughing pleasure. Chuckles with a carload and music by Matty Malnick. So hold on to your chairs, folks, for here they are, Bud Abbott and Lou Costello.
All right. What's up? What's up tonight? I beg your pardon?
I say, what's up tonight?
Well, I want to tell you, I took my Aunt Meg to the football game at the Coliseum this afternoon.
Yes.
At the end of the first quarter, a drunk came in and yelled, "Whose game?" Aunt May jumped up and says, "I am."
Your Aunt May doesn't know much about football, does she?
Oh, she thinks the rooting section is the front end of a pig.
She does?
She does. Hey, Abbott.
Right.
Which end is?
You don't know much about football yourself, do you?
Oh, are you kidding? You should have seen me in college, Abbott. I was a triple threat man. I could run, kick, and pass. Boy, I could really throw it in those days.
You're not doing so bad tonight, either.
One time I made 30 touchdowns in the last 10 seconds of the game.
Wait a minute. How could you make 30 touchdowns in 10 seconds?
I had to. My mother had a bet on the game. You know, the quarterback would drop back, and then the left guard tackle and left end would open up a hole, and a hole big enough you could drive a truck through.
And what did you do?
I drove the truck. Once I caught a kickoff and started down the field, there were only 21 men between me and the goalpost.
21 men?
Yes, even my teammates hated me.
That's enough, Costello. I don't think you know the first thing about football. Tell me, what is an unbalanced line?
An unbalanced line?
Yes.
Sidney Greenstreet's belt.
Furthermore, I don't think you're even at a football game this afternoon.
Oh, yes, I was. During the halftime, a section of the bleachers where all the co-eds were sitting collapsed, and I dashed over.
Did you render first aid?
Yes, sir. I picked up a cute little blonde and started carrying her out when a fellow says, "Here, give her to me." And I said, "Nothing doing, brother. There's plenty more back there. Go get your own."
Oh, get him out of here.
Well, there's a sample of the high-grade nonsense you'll be hearing for the next half hour. But before we get back to it, listen to this.
Costello.
Hey,
Wait a minute.
That's a beautiful suit you're wearing tonight.
I like it
Abbott.
myself.
You look like a Rhapsody in brown.
All right, never mind that. Look, where have you been all day, Lou?
Huh?
Where have you been all day?
Well, I'll tell you, I was helping my Aunt May. She refurnished the whole house for Thanksgiving.
What kind of furniture did she get?
Chairs, tables, and beds.
No. I mean, what period is the furniture? Louis the 14th, colonial, or late French provincial?
It's early Army surplus.
What?
Don't hop on
Does Uncle Mike like the furniture?
Yes, especially the four-poster bed. Last night he kicked her right over the end of the four-poster bed.
Why in the world did he do a thing like that?
He dreamed he was playing for Notre Dame and his team needed the extra point.
Your Uncle Mike is just like you. You're both dopes.
Yeah, my Uncle Mike is no dope, Abbott. He happens to be a very clever inventor. He just invented a new kind of motorcycle, and it's so fast. Get this. This motorcycle is so fast that you can get on it in Los Angeles at midnight and be in Cucamonga at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Is that so?
Yeah, but there's only one thing wrong with it.
What's that?
Who wants to be in Cucamonga at 2 o'clock in the morning?
Well, that just proves what I've always said. Your Uncle Mike is a shiftless loafer. He gambles away every cent that he gets.
Oh, no, he reformed, Abbott. He's never going to shoot dice or play cards again.
He said that before.
I know, but this time a judge said it.
Does Uncle Mike still drink as much as ever, Lou?
Nah, now he quits when he's had enough.
How can he tell when he's had enough?
Well, he sits across the table from Aunt May, and he sits there with a big bottle and he starts drinking. The minute Aunt May starts looking good to him, he knows he's had enough.
Hey, Lou, does your Uncle Mike and Aunt May fight as much as they used to?
No, but they had an argument yesterday. She clouded him in the puss and then kicked him in the stomach.
Kicked him in the stomach?
Yeah, but that was his fault. He turned around.
Does your Uncle Mike still work for the orange growers, Lou?
Oh, yes. A very important man in the orange business, Abbott. He's the only guy that can tell a California orange from a Florida orange.
How does he do it?
Well, he cuts an orange in half, holds it over a map of the United States, and squeezes it. If it's a California orange, it squirts all over Florida.
Look, Lou.
Yes.
Did you have a good Thanksgiving dinner?
Well, I'll tell you as soon as I get to it. Yes, I did. I found it. Yes. But we didn't have any turkey.
You didn't have a turkey? Why not?
By the time I got to the butcher's, all the finance companies were closed.
You mean to tell me that the price of turkeys is that high?
The price is high.
Yeah.
There was one woman in a butcher shop that didn't buy anything, and that weighed 2 pounds.
Look, never mind that. Did you buy a turkey?
I handed the butcher $2 and says, "What kind of turkey can I buy for that?" And he handed me an egg.
An egg?
Yeah.
An egg?
Hey, so go sit on that and hatch out your own turkey. What do you think I got? I got a duck.
A duck? Well, you please talk sense. Well, where did you eat your Thanksgiving dinner?
Over at the YWCA.
The YWCA? Why, men aren't allowed in there.
I know, but I love to go there. It takes so many of them to throw you out.
You wanted to have Thanksgiving dinner with a girl. Why didn't you make a date with my wife? My wife's twin sister, Ella.
Abbott, when I sit down at the table for Thanksgiving, I want to see a turkey, not an old crow.
Ella's a lovely girl. Now, if you want to make a hit with her, why don't you buy her a box of candy? You know, she has a sweet tooth.
I know, I've seen it. Too bad she hasn't got some more to go with it.
Gentlemen, I've got a few turkeys left over from the Thanksgiving rush. Would you like to buy one?
What kind of turkeys have you got?
I've got Texas turkeys and Vermont turkeys.
How do you tell them what?
The Vermont turkeys are still wearing Hoover buttons.
I don't think we'd be interested. Turkeys are too high this year.
Well, then, how about buying a raffle ticket on a great big turkey for $25?
I'll take 2 of them. Here's $50.
Thanks. Here's your tickets for the biggest turkey in town.
Wait, just a minute. Whoa. These aren't tickets for a turkey. These tickets are for the Abbott and Costello radio show.
Do you know of a bigger turkey?
Dirty trick. He can't get away with that, Abbott. I'll break every bone in his body. Where did he go?
Right through that door.
He did, huh?
Yeah.
Open up that door.
Well, the door is open. What are you going to do about it? What do you want?
I just wanted to say goodbye.
Costello, it's a shame. Thanksgiving Day is nearly over, and you didn't even get a turkey.
Someday I'll be rich. Someday I'll have plenty of money. And when I do, I'll get a seat on the Chicago stockyard.
Yeah. You mean stock exchange?
I mean stockyard. When all that meat comes in, I want to be there.
Costello, I'm afraid you'll never have any money. You don't know the value of $1.
How can I? Every time I learn the value of $1, some guy in Washington changes it.
Well, happy Thanksgiving, boys.
Look, Costello, it's our secretary, Viola Vaughn.
Viola, you look beautiful. How about you and me stepping out after the show?
Oh, tonight? Gee, I'll be tied up at home tonight.
Good. Maybe you'll be more fun that way. I'll come over and untie you.
Viola, you must be very busy. Every time Costello asks you for a date, you're busy.
Well, I am busy. Mondays I go to gym class. Tuesdays I play golf. Wednesdays I go horseback riding. And when I have nothing on, I go swimming.
You couldn't pick a better time for it.
On second thought, this is Thanksgiving, and I'm kind of hungry for a date.
Then why not go out with me?
Abbott, she says she's hungry. She's not starving.
Now, suppose I did invite you over to my house tonight, Costello. What would you do?
Oh, well, we'd play games. We'd play like hide and seek, maybe post office.
Oh, that's a kid's game.
Not the way I play it.
All right, now, wait a minute.
Well, how do you play hide and seek?
Well, first you count up to 10, then run and hide in the closet. And then I count up to 10 and run and I hide in the closet. It's a lot of fun.
Wait a minute. Where does the fun come in?
We both run to the same closet.
Nah, Costello, I don't think I'll invite you over. You're too fickle.
What do you mean?
Well, last week after the rehearsal, you were taking a nap, and I sneaked in, and you were dreaming and saying, "No, Rita, no, Rita, I won't kiss you. No, no, no."
So what?
My name is not Rita.
What are you kicking about? I said no, didn't I?
Viola was right. You are fickle. You're always flirting with girls. Last night I saw you driving down Hollywood Boulevard and you winked at a girl.
I only winked because something got in my eye.
And she got in your car, too.
Well, I'm surprised at you two arguing over girls.
You're right, Viola. Yeah. They aren't worth it. Women are responsible for a lot of stupid things.
Shame on you, Abbott, bringing your mother into this conversation.
You idiot. Why don't you find yourself a girl and get married?
Viola, you're the kind of a girl I'd love to be married to.
Oh, why do you want to marry me? Being
married to you would be wonderful. We could have 10 children.
10 children?
Yes, and if we like them the second year, we could have 10 more.
Viola would be silly to marry you. All you do is chase girls.
Mr. Abbott is right, Costello. I understand that you've kissed every blonde in Hollywood.
I have not.
Well, all right. Name one blonde in Hollywood you haven't kissed.
I'll name 2. Alan Ladd and Van Johnson.
You idiot. Alan Ladd and Van Johnson wouldn't kiss you.
They wouldn't?
No, they wouldn't.
Okay, I'll scratch their names out of my book.
See, Viola, I was right. Costello's not the guy for you. He has no brains, he has no looks, and he has no money.
I'm beginning to think you're right.
Just a minute. Now listen here, Abbott. If you don't stop crabbing me with girls, I'm going to hide your corkscrew.
No!
The plot thickens. Before it gets too thick, let's interrupt it for another reminder on a serious subject.
now, ladies and gentlemen, here's our new singer, Hal Winters. Let's give Hal a nice big hand.
A nice big hand for Hal Winters.
Thanks a million thanks to you for everything that love could bring you brought me. Each tender love word you happen to say is hidden away in memory's bouquet. Thanks a million, for I remember too the tenderness that your caresses taught me. You made a million dreams come true, and so I'm saying thanks a million to you. For I remember too the tenderness that your caresses taught me. You made a million dreams come true, and so I'm saying thanks a million to you.
Costello, come over here. What are you doing out there in the hall?
Hey, Abbott, the employees of the network just raffled off a turkey, and my number was 1189643265592.
And?
And the fella standing right next to me, he had number 1189643265591. So he said to me, I'll trade you my number 1189643265591
Yes.
for your number 11896436592.
So
I traded him my number 1189643265591 for his number 1139643265592.
Well, who won the turkey?
One of the vice presidents with ticket number 3. But I don't care, Abbott. I don't like turkeys anyway. If all the turkeys in the world were laid end to end, that's the part I would get.
Well, you know, Lou, my wife is crazy about turkey. Today, when she sat down at the table, she had a turkey neck.
Why don't you wear a muffler? Nobody would notice it.
Nonsense. What's that roll of paper under your arm?
That's a Thanksgiving play we're going to do for the people tonight, and I wrote it myself.
Well, what's the name of your play?
I call it The Brave Little Band of Pilgrims Who Landed on Honest John's Rock.
Yeah, dummy, that's Plymouth Rock.
How do you like that? Even in those days, Honest John was the only one that could get a Plymouth.
Never mind that. Let's get along with the play.
And now, for our hero Lou Costello's play, we take you back to the year 1620, where we find a brave little band of adventurers aboard the good ship Mayflower. The brave captain has eaten nothing but fish for 90 days. But that doesn't faze him. Let's listen to this fish phase.
First mate John Alden Costello, where are you?
Here I am, Captain Miles Standish Abbott.
We've had some pretty tough weather. How's the ship holding up?
I have a report on the mizzenmast.
What about the mizzenmast?
It's been missing for 3 days.
Look out! There's a note stuck to that dagger. Aha! There's mutiny among the men. Read this note, First Mate John Alden Costello.
The first mate is a dirty landlubber, and he should drop dead.
Which one of you swabs wrote this?
I did, sir. Give that man 20 lashes and a box of Snickers.
I know what we'll do. We'll put the whole crew on bread and water.
Why pamper 'em? Let 'em eat the regular food. Captain Miles Standish Abbott, me thinks you made a mistake. When we left England, I think you forgot to untie the boat from the dock.
What makes you say that?
Just look behind us. We're in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, and people are still waving goodbye to us.
Look, John Alden Costello, there's land ahead. We should be proud. The Mayflower has broken all records for the Atlantic crossing.
Yes, we beat the Queen Elizabeth by 326 years.
Thank Columbus for showing us the way. He marked the route.
That's funny. I didn't see a Burma shave sign all the way across.
John Alden Costello, watch where you're steering the boat.
Don't worry, Captain Miles Standish Abbott. I know every reef along this coast. There's one now.
You idiot. That's the shore. Quick, drop the anchor.
Aye, aye, sir. Here she goes.
John Alden Costello, what are you doing down there in the water?
What are you asking me for? Why don't you ask the sound man? He just got soaked.
What are you doing down there in the water?
I forgot to let go of the anchor.
So the little boat Mayflower made the crossing. The shore was deserted. No Indians came down to greet them. It was 7 o'clock on a Sunday night. All the Indians were home in their wigwams. Listen. They're all trying to guess the mystery tune on Stop the Tom-Tom. First mate John Alden Costello drops the gangplank, and down the runway comes the beautiful Priscilla.
John Alden Costello, honey bun, just think of it. You and I are the first people to set foot on this new land. This virgin territory belongs to no one.
Priscilla, my love, are you sure this land belongs to no one? Look what it says on that rock.
What?
Los Angeles city limits.
John Alden Costello, our people are starving. We must go into the woods and get food for our little band of pilgrims.
Look over there, Abbott. There's a field of corn.
That's Indian corn. That's maize.
Do you think May would mind if we take a little?
What are you talking about?
You just said the corn belonged to May.
I did not. I said the corn was maize.
Then it's May's corn.
That's right.
What's wrong with finding May and asking for some of her corn?
I didn't say the corn belonged to May. I merely said the corn was maize.
How do you like that? Here it is, the year 1620, and this guy is starting a routine.
Stella, maize is Indian corn. The Indians grind their own corn.
Those Indians are smart. We pay riders to grind ours.
Uh-oh. Here comes an Indian. I'll be friendly and say hello to him.
How do you say hello to an Indian?
How?
I asked you first.
I just told you.
Told me what?
How?
If I knew how, I wouldn't be asking you.
What did you ask me?
How?
Now you've got it.
Got it. Now I'm really mixed up.
Stella, they may be after our scalps. Look, there's a note tied on that arrow.
I'll read it. Men, are you slowly losing your hair? See Chief Tomahawk and lose it all at once.
Costello, here comes an Indian, and he has his hand raised. Say something to him.
Chief, you can go now.
Me scout. Me chief cheap underwear.
Why do they call you Chief Cheap Underwear?
Me creep up on you. Step on my side and make way for Big Chief.
That must have been a super chief.
Watch 'em language, paleface. Meet 'em Big Chief Running Water.
He looks like a big drip.
Chief, meet my friend John Alden Costello.
Are you gay? Are you gay?
Abbott, we gotta get better actors. You dummy, you're reading that wrong. That's Oak.
Listen, Tubby, I've got as much right to play an Indian as you have to play John Alden.
Oh, yeah? I'll have you know that my great-grandfather goes back to Martha Washington.
He does?
Yes, of course. He only goes back there when George isn't home.
Oh, who cares about that? I've got troubles of my own. Why, only this morning I was sending up some smoke signals to my sweetheart, Pocahontas.
And what happened?
Her father came along and put out my fire. Well, I've got to go now, and as we say in Indian, you fa da umstead amahawk to you.
And your father's busted tomahawk to you, too.
John Alden Costello, I haven't the courage to propose to the fair Priscilla. You, as my best friend, must do it for me.
You mean you want me to make love to the fair Priscilla for you?
Yes.
He doesn't know me very well, does he, folks?
Go into Priscilla's cabin, John Alden Costello. Propose to her. Propose to her for me. Tell her I'm a soldier. And if she refuses me, I'll go back to the bottle.
You mean you'll go back to the battle?
You go back to what you like, and I'll go back to what I like. Now go ahead, Ed.
No.
John Alden Costello, my little bouncing Boston baked bean.
Ah, Priscilla, my little tomato. Smother me with the ketchup of your kisses. When I'm close to you like this, something cold seems to spread all over me.
It does.
Yes, you dropped your popsicle down the back of my neck.
Pray tell me, why have you come here?
To propose to you for my dear friend, Miles Standish Abbott, the poor broken-down guy. He couldn't come himself. He's all shot. He's practically falling apart. He can't even read a straight line anymore. And he's got plenty of company, too. Priscilla, my love. I'm not used to straight lines either. Priscilla, my love. You couldn't go for him, could you?
Are you proposing for him?
Sure.
It must be wonderful to have a true, devoted friend like you.
If Miles Standish Abbott had another friend like me, he wouldn't need any enemies.
Oh, why don't you speak for yourself, John Alden Costello, honey?
I'd love to marry you, Priscilla, but I can't. I'm already married.
Wait a minute, Costello. We're doing a story from history. And the history books say that John Alden was a bachelor.
That was before the historians found out about John's other wife.
Oh, let me out of
Don't go away, folks. Our madmen aren't through with you yet. Right now, they want you to hear this.
Costello, by doing our Thanksgiving play, we didn't get a chance to do our Sam Shovel detective mysteries tonight.
That's right, Abbott, but Sam Shovel will be back next Thursday night.
Well, what is your Sam Shovel story for next week?
Well, it's one of my liveliest cases. I call it the case of the chorus girls who went swimming in their underwear or down to the sea in slips.
Well, that's about all for tonight, Costello.
All except telling the folks about our swell gang that helps put this show together. Our writing staff is headed by Eddie Foreman with Paul Conlon, Pat Costello, Martin Ragaway, and Leonard Stern.
And let's not forget our capable producer, Charles Vander.
And let's not forget to say good night.
Good night, folks.
Good night to everybody in Patterson. Good night,
Listen each Thursday night at this time for another great Abbott and Costello show, produced and transcribed in Hollywood. Be sure to stay tuned for the outstanding entertainment which follows throughout the evening on this ABC station.
From 77 years ago, November 25th, 1948, Bud Abbott and Lou Costello here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Up next, a Hallmark Playhouse production of Freeland.
Your automobile may save your life during a national emergency. It can move you out of the target area, provide shelter, communications, and carry supplies. Keep your car in good shape at all times.
I wish I was better at fixing the old shows that we have. We have a ton of these old Hallmark Playhouses and Hallmark Hall of Fame. Some of them are of acceptable quality. Some of them are just okay. This is one that is acceptable. This is going back 77 years to Hallmark Playhouse, November 25th, 1948. Martha Scott and Jack Kirkwood starring in Freeland.
Remember, a Hallmark card when you care enough to send the very best. Tonight, from Hollywood, the makers of Hallmark greeting cards bring you Miss Martha Scott in Rose Wilder Lane's Freeland on the Hallmark Playhouse. Each week, Hallmark will bring you Hollywood's greatest stars in outstanding stories chosen by one of the world's best-known authors, the distinguished novelist, Mr. James Hilton.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is James Hilton. Tonight on our Hallmark Playhouse, we have a story admirably suited, I would say, to the mood of all of us tonight, the mood of Thanksgiving. It's good to have this mood in which we can look around us and feel without any smugness or self-satisfaction that we are lucky people and that the luck began, as indeed most luck does, through hard work and sacrifice. These are among the great things we remember today, and few stories could be more appropriate than the one we present tonight, a story by Rose Wilder Lane entitled Freeland. And for that matter, there is appropriateness also in Miss Lane's having written this fine story, since she was born in the Dakota Territory, and her mother was one of the original pioneers who had come out from the East in the old homesteading days. This virile background lends an inspired quality to the story we tell tonight, and we are additionally privileged to have in the starring role one of Hollywood's most charming and distinguished actresses, Miss Martha Scott. And now, Frank Goss, would you take over for a moment, please?
For a Christmas greeting your friends will long remember, make your selections now from the complete Hallmark collection on display at the Friendly Store where you buy Hallmark cards. Whatever your taste, whatever your budget, you'll take special pride in sending Hallmark cards. And on the back of every one is the identifying hallmark that says, you cared enough to send the very best.
Hallmark Playhouse, starring Martha Scott in Rose Wilder Lane's Freeland.
Freeland. The phrase was on everyone's lips, and it had an exciting, adventurous sound to it. One stood at evening looking west across the well-tilled, fruitful acres of Minnesota, wondering about it. Wondering about Dakota and what treasures might be in store for those who went west to claim that free land. One stood and wondered if David... And then one turned and went quietly in and shut the door against the thought. To lose David would be to lose all hope for the future.
I'm a little late getting here tonight, Mary. I was talking to my father.
I wasn't sure you were coming, David.
What's in the kettle?
Apple butter.
It smells good. Where are your folks?
They went over to Cousin Laura's.
Mary, do you have to stay out here in the kitchen stirring the jelly?
Not jelly, apple butter. Yes, it might stick.
Oh. Well, I wanted to tell you something, but I didn't want to tell you in front of a kettle of apple butter.
I think you can depend on the kettle of apple butter not to repeat it.
I'm going west, homesteading. Father's letting me go, and he's giving me a white foot and star so I'll have a good team. And he's loaning me the money to start out on.
Oh? Well, that's nice. That's very nice, David. I I sure hope you'll be very happy.
I'm going to Yankton tomorrow to file on a claim. For $14.50, I'll get me a quarter section. And I can have another quarter section by promising to set out 10 acres of trees and cultivate them for 5 years. I'll have 320 acres.
320?
And then next week I'm going out to take possession of the claim. I thought I'd build a shanty on it and then come back by Thanksgiving. For you.
For me?
Well, of course. You didn't think I'd go without you.
Oh, David. David.
Mary, I'm not one of those romantic guys that know how to make a lot of fancy speeches. But I do love you. And I'll do my best to provide for you and make a good home if you'll marry me.
Oh, David, I'll be so happy to marry you. Oh, the apple butter's burning. Quick, help me take it off the stove. Burnt apple butter, burnt fingers, and burning beautiful sparks of excitement deep inside of me. And at last the words were mine that I'd been waiting for all my life. To have and to hold, to love and to honor, forsaking all others so long as we both shall live. It was Thanksgiving morning, and the world was at its beginning. After the wedding, David and I got on the train. We were on our way. To new country, new land, and a new life. At sunset, the ride ended, and David took my arm and helped me across the frozen street to the hotel. Early the next day, David piled our things in a big wagon sleigh, and we started for our claim. The strings of sleigh bells on the horses added a bright, gay music to the morning, and it seemed to me as the horses raced towards the horizon that we were flying into the future, and the whole world belonged to us. But in the afternoon, a level gray cloud began to stretch towards us, and the wind began to rise.
There's a railroad camp down there. I hope we can make it before the storm breaks.
What do you bet we do?
Hold on, darling. Hold on.
When the storm hit, there was no direction to it. Winds came violently from all sides, even upward and down. The snow was blinding. The horses plodded ahead. Gradually, I felt the pain of cold leaving my ears and cheeks, and I rubbed them and slapped them. It was impossible to speak. Finally, the horses stopped. David shoved me out of the sled.
Hang on to the sled. Don't let go for a minute. I'm going to cut the horses loose. They'll have to shift for themselves. Then we'll unload the sled and try to turn it over.
Keep rubbing your face with snow, David. It's not nearly as bad under here.
It's funny, I remembered my father telling me about turning a wagon sled over once during a snowstorm and getting under it. I'm sure glad he told me that story.
Pretty soon we're going to be buried in the snow.
We'll make out all right. Snow is warm and there's air in it. We can live quite a while that way. Move over so I can put my arm around you. Love me?
Oh, David, I love you more than any woman ever loved any man anywhere in the world. What are you laughing at?
I'll bet you're the only woman anywhere in the world who told a man that under a sled in a snowstorm.
Somewhere, down underneath all this snow, is the land. Our land. Someday we'll look out through our windows and remember this. You'll remember this snowstorm, Mr. Beaton.
I'll remember you. Come on, Mary. Let me help you up.
Is the storm really over?
Come on out from under that sled and take a look.
Hey there. Need any help?
Peters. Mr. Peters.
Came out to look for you. Your team drifted in 3 nights back. I got them stabled.
Oh, much obliged. This is my wife, Mary.
Hello.
This is Mr. Peters, our nearest neighbor.
Pleased to meet you. Your shanty's 9 miles northwest of here. You better stop off at my house and get thawed out.
spring before we were able to go on to our claim. We lived with the Peters family through that long, blustering winter, and by the time we actually got to our land, we were a lot older and wiser than when we started. We rode up at sunset, and great sweeps of flaming color washed across the sky.
Let me lift you out of the wagon, Mrs. Beaton. You're going to be carried across this threshold.
The house was 12 by 12 with 2 doors, 2 windows, a floor, and a sod ceiling. David had stretched unbleached muslin neatly over the sod walls, and he'd built a prairie chimney solidly anchored with wires. The room looked light and clean.
Do you like it?
Like it? Oh, David, it's home, and it's beautiful. How long are you going to sit there over that account book? It's late, and you want to get up early.
I'm just going over what I spent in town today.
Oh.
$30 for a sod-breaking plow, $52.50 for the cow, and their oats and the supplies. Yeah, I had less than $200 left of the money my father loaned us to start out on. And I haven't broken 1 acre of ground yet. You and I have to live for 16 months on land that gives us nothing but grass.
Oh, I've been meaning to tell you, in mid-November, maybe even Thanksgiving Day...
Oh, that reminds me. I knew I had another package for you. It's in my pocket. Yeah. Here.
Oh, David.
Mrs. Peters thought you might like some silk to make some things.
And I was wondering how I was going to tell you about the baby.
Why, Mrs. Beaton, what made you think you'd have to tell me? I'm the father.
You know, Mr. Beaton, I never once thought of that.
Furthermore, I told everyone in town that I was going to be a father.
Oh, David.
Well, tomorrow morning I'm going to start breaking our ground.
Spring came into bud and summer flowered. A green shimmer was over the land, and whole stretches of meadow were carpeted with wildflowers. The lark sounded happy in the morning, and the land seemed warm and tender and full of promise. But the prairie grass twined its roots into the soil and held on stubbornly while you tried to plow it. The earth gritted its rocks and refused to be turned over. The heat pressed down like a heavy weight on your shoulders, and the wind tore and ripped at you every time you opened the door. David was up at dawn every morning to work his land. I'd be alone in the house with only the prairie wind to talk to. And I'd watch from the window for David to rest the team so I could take him a drink.
Darling, you don't have to come out every time I stop.
I like to, David.
The water's brackish. Wish we could do something about it.
The horses look worn out. You kill them making them plow this soil.
I stop all I can to let them rest.
Sometimes I think if there was just a tree. Do you realize we haven't seen a tree since we left home?
I'm going to plant some.
Well, maybe it isn't good land. Maybe
No, the land's all right. Just has to be conquered. And I'm going to conquer it.
Look, someone's coming.
It looks like the Peters wagon.
It is, and Nettie's with him. Come on.
Hello, Mr. Peters.
Hey. Dave, we're making up a posse. That fellow living in the shingle-roofed lean-to south of town was a claim jumper. Yesterday, the man arrived who owned the claim, and the claim jumper shot him.
Shot him?
Where's the man that did it?
He lit out right after the shooting. He's got a day's head start. Coming along?
Quick as I can saddle up. Come and help me unhitch.
Right.
David, no. No.
Mary.
Don't do it. Don't go out and track a man down in cold blood. David, not you.
Mary, the only justice we have out here is what we take into our own hands. That's the kind of a land this is.
I hate this land. The outlaws don't murder you. The land itself will. That's all you hear, the land. The land. I'm sick to death of it. You die of the heat or you die of the cold. You die of starvation or loneliness or insanity. The land, I hate the land. It'll kill us all and then grow on top of us. I hate the land.
Nettie, take her up to the house. She doesn't realize it's the heat and the baby coming. Take care of her, Nettie.
I know how you feel, Mary.
The look on their faces. That unholy fervor to track down and kill. And when they come back, you know the man you've loved and honored has helped to kill a man.
We have to have some sort of law. It'll be different when the country's organized.
Sometimes I don't think I can stay another week. Sometimes I think I can't stand it.
You'll get used to it, Mary. People get used to things they can't stand. Look at that sky. You have to say one thing for it. It's beautiful country.
Only a few miles away, there's civilization and peace. And the people in the land are neighbors and friends.
You're going back to Minnesota to have your child?
Yes. David feels we couldn't manage here.
That's right. Once the blizzards come, it might be impossible to get out here to help you.
It's going to be good to go home. So good to go home.
This is your home now, child.
No, this is exile. Nothing can take root in this soil. People least of all.
In a moment, James Hilton will return to bring you the second act of Freeland, starring Martha Scott. You know, many people say that half the fun of sending Christmas cards is picking out just the right card for every person on their list. If that's the way you feel, then how pleased you will be when you see all the Hallmark Christmas cards now on display where you buy Hallmark cards. So many different ones. You'll find a card for every friend that says just what you want to say, the way you want to say it. There are Christmas cards with a Santa Claus so jolly you can almost hear him chuckle. Snow scenes so real you find yourself listening for sleigh bells. Christmas trees and holly as fresh-looking as mountain evergreens. There are cards that express the deeper spiritual meaning of Christmas, as truly as a carol sung on Christmas Eve. And these are only a few of the many different Hallmark Christmas cards awaiting you now at the Friendly Store where you find Hallmark cards displayed. Yes, whatever your taste, whatever your budget, you'll find Hallmark Christmas cards that you'll be proud to send. Cards your friends will be proud to receive, too. For when they see the Hallmark on the back, they'll know you cared enough to send the very best.
And now we present the second act of Rose Wilder Lane's Freeland, starring Martha Scott.
When David came back from hunting the claim jumper, he told me the man had escaped to Iowa, had been arrested there, and was being held for trial. We never mentioned it again. In October, the first blizzard stormed and lashed at us for 5 full days. And as soon as it lifted, David put me on the train for home. He planned to put things in order and then to join me in time for Thanksgiving, but it was April before another train was able to get through to that part of the country. I went back in April with my son in my arms.
He's quite a boy, isn't he?
It certainly is.
Mary, did you hate to come back?
No. All the way back to Minnesota, I found myself thinking, I'm going backwards, not forward. I'm going backwards. And when I was there in a civilized house with all the things I thought I'd been missing, I suddenly found myself missing the prairie wind. And I knew beyond all shadow of a doubt that Dakota's become my home.
Another year or two, and we'll really own something here.
That spring was glorious, and down under the grass roots, David found soil that was dark and rich. He sowed his 14.5 acres by hand. anxiously watching where the ever-present wind carried them. And when the seeds sprouted and came up in a green mist, I stood in the doorway and wept to see it. And as the days passed, you could see the wheat begin to tame the land, and the tasseled heads stretched taller and taller. We watched it, prayed over it.
I don't like the looks of that sky.
David, what are you doing up at this hour? It's the middle of the night.
Out here, the stars always quiver in the wind. You never know when the wind will change. Rain on the pollen could mean disaster.
Yesterday you said it was getting too hot.
I know yesterday was a scorcher. That could dry up the pollen before the kernels form.
But nothing hurt the pollen. The kernels began to form. The fields, no longer silky, were covered with the young green heads. And the wheat was up to David's chest, and when the wind rippled over it, it looked like light changing on a solid surface. It was there before our eyes, large, solid kernels, solid heads, 36 bushels to the acre, safe and sure, actual, true.
36 bushels to the acre? There's parts that'll run 40 bushels or I'm a liar. Mary, I tell you, this is the greatest country on God's footstool. Let the wind blow, let the sun blaze. The wheat is safe. The wheat is safe.
David and Mr. Peters, helping each other, began mowing the wheat and tying the sheaves. There was no relief from the heat. The dry earth cracked wide. They kept wet claws in the crowns of their hats to ward off sunstroke. They worked day and night. They had only about 6 loads left to put up when I ran outside with the baby in my arms. The crashing thunder was almost deafening. Overhead, a mass of black clouds was twisting and writhing with flashes of red and green light. I saw David and Peters running toward me, and the dark mass in the sky coming down toward them.
It's a cyclone, Mary! A cyclone!
What do we do?
It's going to hit the earth any minute.
We have no storm cellar.
The well.
We can't get down there. It's too small. It's open.
Get down. Head on the ground. Hold the baby under. Here, give him to me. Get out of the ground, Mary. Get down!
There. It's all right. It's all over. You all right, Mary?
I think so. How about you, Mr. Peters?
A little blown up, but alive.
There's the rain. Come on, we got to get to the house.
The house was still there, although a lot of things in it were smashed and broken. When daylight came, we saw the wheat stacks flattened and scattered, every sheaf sopping wet on the muddy ground. But there was a new consciousness of existence, of being able to breathe, to see light again, to walk across the earth. Whatever had been taken from us, a new appreciation of just being alive had been given in return. And now everyone set to work to save their fields. The water must be shaken from each sheaf. The sheaf must be set upright in the muddy stubble and parted so the wind could reach the heads. We would save it. Please, God, would we save it. And then the thrashers came, and the triumph, oh, the triumph of their coming.
Dave, I've never seen grain to beat this.
You haven't, eh?
No, sir. Taste one of these kernels, Mary. You can tell by the taste.
It has a nutty flavor, hasn't
That's right. And it's got the taste of good earth in it. A number 1. And it's going to run darn near 40 bushels to the acre. Man's got to go some to beat that, Dave.
We had our first crop, money to fix the roof, get a few pieces of equipment and some stock. We had a son, and soon we would have another child. We'd put our home on the land, and we would make that home in the land something we could be proud of. And then we had a letter from David's folks. They were coming out to visit us. David was happy about it at first, and then, after a few days, very quiet.
I wonder what my father will think of the place. He never thought much of our coming out here. That's why I wanted to pay back the money he advanced as soon as possible. But we still don't have it.
Oh, darling, I think your father will see the land just as we see it. So David's father and mother, who had pioneered their land in Minnesota, looked over our pioneering in Dakota. And they didn't say much one way or the other until the last night of their visit, when we were all sitting together watching the long summer twilight deepen into night.
How much would you say you're in debt, David, in round figures?
Well, Dad, in round figures, about $900. Besides what I owe you, sir. It's a good country. This farm's going to be worth something.
I wouldn't wonder. Yes, you stuck it out, and now you've got something. Your mother and I are proud of you and Mary.
David, did you hear that?
Aren't you going to tell them, Jim?
Oh, don't rush me, Mother. Fact is, my will's made out, David. It gives you and your sister an even share of the property I leave. As soon as we get home, I'm going to send you $2,000 and charge it against your share of the estate.
Oh,
Dad.
Well, I don't know what to say, but...
We want you to have an easier time than we did. We're going to help you, and then in turn you'll help your children. That's how families survive, and how the country grows and expands. By helping you, we're helping a little in the development of Dakota.
And when you help your children, they'll help push the frontier further west. You're right, son. It's good country.
Long after David's father and mother had gone to sleep, we stood in the doorway, listening to the wind, savoring the warm summer fragrance of the land, dreaming of what lay beyond it for our children.
What are you thinking about?
I was thinking how wonderful it was that we got this land.
Funny. So was I.
Well, you better get some sleep or we'll never be able to get up in the morning.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
We closed the door. The wind whispered to us and lulled us. And outside, the land waited. And I found myself thinking back 5 Thanksgivings ago. 5 Thanksgivings when both the land and I were untried and unproved. When the land and I were enemies. And I began to pray that it was tamed now, broken to our plow, ready to work for us. I prayed that it would be for us and our children as it had been for our parents and our grandparents. That although the land had come to us free, we had paid for it with honest labor and passed it on to the next generation as a heritage. So that on future Thanksgivings, our children would be able to say, "Let us be thankful for all the rich fruit of the earth and sun that we have received. And let us be thankful for a free land, a free country."
In a moment, James Hilton and Martha Scott will be back. But first, may I remind you that Christmas is exactly 1 month from today. If you haven't already ordered your Christmas cards, better not wait any longer to visit the store where you buy your Hallmark cards. If you prefer to select individual cards for each person on your list, you'll find Hallmark cards that say just what you want to say, the way you want to say it. And there are Hallmark cards for imprinting with your own name, and many boxes of assorted Christmas cards. Yes, whatever your taste, whatever your budget, there are Hallmark cards you'll take special pride in sending. And when your friends receive them and look on the back, as you did, they'll see the Hallmark and know you cared enough to send the very best. Here again is James Hilton.
One of the rewards for giving a fine performance must be the real satisfaction of knowing that it pleased so many people. Tonight, Martha Scott, you should feel very happy. You've pleased us Hallmark people very much, and I know you've pleased millions of others around the country.
Thank you, Mr. Hilton, and I guess you're right. There's a lot of satisfaction in the approval of the audience. By the same token, your Hallmark Playhouse must have won a lot of friends, like your Hallmark cards.
Well, we sincerely hope so. As a matter of fact, the Hallmark tradition is built on friendships. And we're going to try to add to that tradition again next week, when we present Edna Ferber's great short story, Old Man Minnick, starring Victor Moore. And the following week, we present Woman with a Sword, starring Ida Lupino. The makers of Hallmark greeting cards and everybody at the Hallmark Playhouse join me in the hope that you've found much to be thankful for on this Thanksgiving Day. Until next Thursday, then, this is James Hilton saying good night.
Tonight's story was adapted for radio by Gene Holloway, with music composed and conducted by Lynn Murray. Our director-producer is Dee Engelbach. Martha Scott appeared through the courtesy of RKO Studios, whose current release is Stations West. Look for Hallmark cards that are sold only in stores that have been carefully selected to give you expert and friendly service. Remember Hallmark cards when you care enough to send the very best. This is Frank Goss saying goodnight to you all until next week at the same time when James Hilton returns to present Old Man Minnick by Edna Ferber and starring Victor Moore. This program came to you from the Hallmark Playhouse. This is CBS, where 99 million people gather every week, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
77 years ago, November 25th, 1948, Hallmark Playhouse here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Day before Thanksgiving show, we will have more Thanksgiving shows, including Father Knows Best, Thanksgiving Day at the Andersons, Jimmy Durante Show from 1947 as Arthur Treacher tries to raffle off Jimmy's turkey, Uncle Dennis visits Fibber McGee and Molly, and Jack Benny spends Thanksgiving at Mary Livingston's house. Thursday, not a great Thanksgiving show. We will have a couple of Thanksgiving shows. We'll have Claudia and a Thanksgiving show. We'll also have a Thanksgiving episode of Casey Crime Photographer. But much of our time is going to be spent on this date 65 years ago, or Thursday 65 years ago, as classic radio left Hollywood for New York City. Suspense was already there, and we'll have an episode of that. But the final episode of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, as Bob did not go to New York City. And the final episodes of Have Gun Will Travel, and yes, Have Gun Will Travel actually did have a final episode. Gunsmoke did not, but you'll hear the last episode of Gunsmoke, all on Thursday's Classic Radio Theater. Friday, we will have, we'll go to the movies. Key Largo, starring Edward G. Robinson from 1949 on the Lux Radio Theater. The Adventures of Sam Spade, starring Howard Duff and the Quarter Eagle Caper. Theater of Romance, Intermezzo from 1944. Westerns on Saturday with The Six Shooter, a 1952 episode of Gunsmoke, a 1959 episode of Have Gun Will Travel, and a 1936 episode of Buck Benny Rides Again with Jack Benny. On Sunday, comedy, The Great Gildersleeve, Ozzie and Harriet, Phil Harris and Alice Faye, and The Aldrich Family. Then on Monday, Arch Obler's Lights Out, the story of Mr. Maggs. Grand Central Station from 1945, Larkspur to Feed the Soul. Story of Dr. Kildare from 1950, Lady Donnaby's Annual Visit. And Dragnet, The Big Odd. On Tuesday, we'll have another Sam Shovel story a week from today, from 1948. George Burns and Gracie Allen, and the sponsor drops by. We'll have Jack Benny going shopping for cufflinks for Don Wilson. We gotta have it. You know, the wonderful shows that were done with Mel Blanc, Jack Shopping. They're wonderful shows. And we'll have an episode of the CBS Radio Workshop. A beautiful tongue-in-cheek satire called The Day the Roof Fell In, a psychological account of the do-it-yourself movement. That's all coming up on next Tuesday's Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Now we're going to hear from Fibber McGee. No, we're not. We're going to hear from Edgar Bergen with Charlie McCarthy in a moment.
Civil defense is common sense. This is Howard Duff with this reminder. 640 and 1240. These are the Conelrad frequencies during a national emergency. 640 and 1240 on your regular radio will be your only official means of receiving vital information. Remember, 640 and 1240.
All right, now on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, we're going to go back 70 years, November 25th, 1955. The new Edgar Bergen Hour with Charlie McCarthy and the guys running a trailer court. Yeah, The guy running the trailer court's name is Benny. First name Jack.
From Hollywood, it's the new Edgar Bergen Hour with Charlie McCarthy.
Now, if you say help me, I'll mow you down.
It's Sunday night, and time again transcribed for Edgar Bergen and Charlie McCarthy with Mortimer Snerd, Effie Clinker, Gary Crosby, Carol Richards, Ray Noble, Jack Kirkwood, the Mellow Man, yours truly, John Heaston, and our special guests, Dr. Frederick Webb Hodge, world's leading authority on the American Indian, and Jack Benny. Ladies and gentlemen, this past weekend, Edgar Bergen attached his trailer to the back of his car, and he and Charlie were off to Palm Springs for a glorious and inexpensive vacation in the sun. As it turned out, it wasn't as inexpensive as they thought, but to see what happened, let's look in on Edgar and Charlie as they approach Palm Springs with Edgar behind the wheel.
In his black denim toupee and his high button shoes.
All right, Charlie. Yeah. Say, are you enjoying this ride?
It's okay. Can't you go a little faster in this thing?
Well, we're moving right along as it is. After all, we just passed 3 cars.
Yeah, but they were parked.
Oh, I see. Say, you better check our trailer back there. How does it look?
Well, it looks a little like Elsa Maxwell doing a rumba.
Is that... speed it up there. Step on it, little. Well, now, take it easy. We're entering Palm Springs now. Oh, look over there. Somebody left a golf club lying in the sand there.
Really? That's Frank Sinatra taking a sunbath there.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Well, now, we better keep our eye open for this Blue Skies Trailer Village.
Yeah.
You know, that's the one that Jack Benny is part owner of.
Yeah.
And, you know, he promised to give us a very special rate.
Jack did?
Yes. I know what you're thinking. He is a tough man to tangle with over money.
Yeah, you both throw pennies around like manhole covers.
Yeah. All right.
No, that must be Jack Benny's trailer over there. Look at the sign in front. Free water, free electricity, and also free violin lessons. That slight extra charge.
Yeah. That's the place, all right. I'll pull in.
All right.
There we go. Well, here we are, Charlie. Now, there must be a parking attendant. Oh, here's one coming towards us, yes.
Park your car for 2 bits, sir.
Jack Benny. Jack, how come that you're parking cars?
Oh, I'll do anything to make a buck.
I see.
Gentlemen, welcome to the Blue Skies Trailer Village, surrounded by swaying palm trees, and you're welcome to pick all the dates you can eat.
Oh, well, that's really swell.
For 69 cents a pound.
Oh.
Here, Edgar, have a date. I hope you don't mind if I take it out of your first pound.
No.
We'd save money by getting out of here now.
No. Now, don't knock my little business, Charlie. A man my age has to start thinking about his future.
Yeah.
Jack, what is your age? Now, there's been a lot of kidding. Now, how about settling it once and all? Just how old are you, Jack?
39.
39.
Going on 38.
Go on.
Let's face it, Buster, the only way you'll ever see 50 again is on a speedometer.
That's a nice line for a guest star.
I'm sorry, Jack, but our trailer wasn't big enough to bring any riders along, you see. But this is quite a trailer park you've got here. Very nice.
Well, I'm just running it as a sideline. After all, who knows, as a comedian, I may not be able to go on forever. You know.
So, well, haven't you already?
They did it to me again.
Anyway, Jack, we're here, and we'd like to check in.
Gee, I don't know, Edgar. We have a certain standard to maintain, and your trailer is pretty old.
Oh.
Just look how thin those tires are. Look, you can see right through the rubber.
Oh, you can. Now, keep your hands off those tires, Jack. Just stop feeling those tires, Jack.
I'm sorry, Edgar. I forgot about my hangnail.
Yeah. Now what will we do?
Well, I also fix tires.
Right.
I'll do anything for a buck.
Yeah. Well, here's $1. Go get a manicure.
Now, where can I put that junkie? Edgar, tell you what I'll do. I'll put you way down at the end, right next to the road.
Well, why down there next to the road?
Yeah, your trailer will be all right. There, people will think it's just an accident.
Oh.
Oh, come on, Bergie. Let's take the spot here and check in. Come on.
Well, no, okay. Now, where's the desk clerk? Desk clerk?
Care to register, sir?
You mean you?
I told you, I'll do anything for $1.
Yeah. Well, we're saving on actors this way.
Jack, now, you better tell us. Now, what are your rates?
Oh, you'll find me very cheap.
Yes, we have. Yeah, all right.
He's a regular Knotty Pine Fred Allen. I threw that in myself, you know. They had me down for another
Jack, you still have avoided telling us what your rates are. That is special rates for Fred.
Well, what would you say to $9 a night?
Oh, come now. You wouldn't charge that much to poor little old me, would you?
Certainly. That's how I got to be rich little old me.
Well, I won't pay a cent over $2, so I guess the deal is off then.
Now, wait a minute. That was my first offer.
Yeah, well, you're crushing my carnation. No, all right.
How about $8.75?
$2.25 is as high as I'll go.
This is the Battle of the Titans. Two tighter Titans I've never seen either.
Oh. Now, $8.50, not a penny lower.
Ridiculous. $3.50.
$8.25.
$3.75. That's
$8.
$4.
$7.75.
Oh, Jack, what are we arguing about?
Blood. That's what you're arguing about.
I'll tell you what, Edgar. I don't want to quibble over a few bucks. Let's settle for $5.
Oh, okay, that's a deal, Jack.
Ladies and gentlemen, the preceding scene, starring Edgar Bergen and Jack Benny, was from the picture "Money is a Many Splendid Thing."
I'll trade you that for the
Yeah. You did better with
Well, we're all set then, aren't we?
Yeah, it ought to be fun staying here at the Blue Skies Trailer Village, especially with you, one of the owners, Mr. Benny. You know, you're such a popular celebrity and such a good comedian.
Oh, you're just saying that.
No. If I was saying it, you wouldn't come out so good.
I wonder what Don Wilson would charge to sit on him.
Jack, how about showing us around the place a little bit?
Sure, I'll be glad to.
All right.
Now, over here is our swimming pool.
Oh,
of course,
yeah.
you know there's a 25-cent service charge per person if you use the swimming pool.
Well, that's fair enough. It's reasonable.
When there's water in it, it's $1.
If I know Bergen, he'll take it dry.
Then there's our lovely bathroom over here.
Oh, so there's Oh, no.
What's the matter?
I peeked inside. Parking meters.
Oh, no.
That time they didn't even give me Oh, gentlemen, before I forget, we have another special service here at the Blue Skies Trailer Village. For a very slight extra charge, you're furnished with entertainment.
What kind of entertainment, Jack?
Oh, it's the best. Really outstanding. I go from trailer to trailer playing requests on my violin.
He'll do anything for $1.
Let me ask, how much does it cost not to have you play your violin?
You couldn't afford it.
Maybe we just ought to buy earplugs.
Well, I'll show you how everyone here in the trailer park feels about my violin playing.
All the trailers are pulling out.
Hey, stop! Wait a minute!
Jack, what are you doing? You've stopped playing. You're putting your violin away.
I'll do anything, even that for $1.
All right.
Okay, come on back, folks. Park your car for a quarter. 2 bits, right this way.
Well, Charlie, wasn't it wonderful of Jack Benny to drop in on us?
Yeah, but that business of him being only 39.
Well, we can't question it unless we have positive information.
Well, I got it.
Yeah?
While he was in there, I took a peek at his driving license.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
What did it say?
It said for covered wagons only.
Oh, no. That's ridiculous, Charlie.
Hello, Edgar. Hiya, Charlie.
Well, it's Gary Crosby. You know, Gary, we were just speaking about one of your father's partners in the Blue Skies Trailer Village. Tell me, Gary, how do you feel about trailer living?
It's really a great life, Edgar, but, as he said, recognizing a song cue when he hears one, but not for me. They're writing songs of love, but not for me. A lucky stars above, but not for me. With love to lead the way, I found more clouds of gray than any old Russian play could guarantee. Well, I was a fool to fall and get that way. Hi-ho, alas, and also lack a day. Although I can't dismiss the memory of her kiss, I know it's not for me. To lead the way, I've found more clouds of gray than any old Russian play could guarantee. I was a fool to fall and get that way. Hi-ho, alas, and also lack a day. Although I can't dismiss the memory of her kiss, I know it's not for me. No, it's not for me.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here is where we take care of you do-it-yourself fans as we proudly present our genius of all trades, Professor Kirkwood and his do-it-yourself department.
Professor, at the rate you've been going with that buzzsaw, you must be down to about 2 fingers.
How many?
2 fingers.
Don't mind if I do. No chaser, please.
Professor, what is your subject for tonight?
Tonight's subject will be how to make money at home with my print-it-yourself kit.
Now, just a second, Professor. This money that you're going to show us how to print, it can't be genuine.
So what? Listen, son, we're living in the age of falsies. Teeth, hair, shoulders, and other things too humorous to mention.
I say, pardon me, old boy, but are you allowed to print money yourself?
Why, certainly. Haven't you ever heard of freedom of the press?
Now, just a second. Now, let's stop this foolishness. Kirkwood, I'm positive it's against the law to print real money.
Well, that's where we play it smart.
Oh.
We don't print real money, we just print counterfeit money.
Oh. Kirkwood, you should be ashamed. Don't you ever think of anything except money?
Well, sometimes I think about women.
Oh? What kind of women?
Women with money. Oh, I got it covered in gold.
All I can say to you is this money alone does not bring happiness.
No, but it sure makes your unhappiness awfully pleasant.
No, Professor, I'm sorry. I must disagree with you. There are no shortcuts to easy money. Remember, real money doesn't grow on trees.
Yours did, boy. I made a dummy out of him then.
I say, Kirkwood, old chap, look, is this money you print any good?
Well, let's put it this way.
Uh-huh.
It's like the Hollywood freeway. Dangerous, but passable. Which reminds me, Ray, I could use you. Do you think you could pass a $20 bill?
Oh, certainly, old boy, if it'll pull over to the right. Kirkwood, you're not laughing.
And that's the way it's going to be.
Don't let him talk you into a thing, Ray. I wouldn't touch his counterfeit money with a 10-foot pole.
Now, how about a 9-foot Romanian?
Oh, no.
Turn the fan on, Mother. I'm hot tonight.
Well, I don't want to cool you off, but where did you learn to print money?
Oh, this money-making skill runs in my family.
Oh, it does,
Yes, my father taught my brother how to make $100 bills, and now he's got life with father.
And how about you, Kirkwood? Have you ever been in jail?
Have I ever been in jail? I've been in stir more often than the paddles of a mixmaster.
Well, you've certainly got the bowl for it now.
You're talking with that lazy Susan back there.
Well, I'm relaxed.
Let's get back to the subject, how to make your own money.
Oh, it's the police, Kirkwood. They're probably after you.
Oh, wonderful.
You're happy about it?
Of course.
No.
It's depressing if they don't come and get you once in a while. Makes you feel sort of unwanted. So long, boy.
So long. Tune in next week, folks, when Professor Kirkwood's topic will be how to engineer your own jailbreak. Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm extremely happy to be able to introduce to you once again our outstanding vocal group, the Mellow Men. What are you going to sing tonight, fellows?
Gilly Gilly Austin for Katzen Ellenbogen by the sea.
Yes, but what are you going to sing?
Gilly Gilly Austin for...
Never mind, just do it.
Ach ja. There's a tiny house.
There's a tiny house
By a tiny stream.
by a tiny stream
Where a lovely lass
where a lovely lass
had a lovely dream.
had a lovely dream.
And the dream came true.
And the dream came true
Quite unexpectedly.
in Gilly Gilly, Austin, Pepper, Cats, and Ellenbogen by the sea.
She went out one day.
She went out one day
Where the tulips grow.
where the tulips grow.
When a handsome lad
When a handsome lad
stopped to say hello.
stopped to say hello.
And before she knew,
he
kissed her tenderly.
in Gilly Gilly, Austin, Pepper, Cats, and Ellenbogen by the sea. A happy pair were married one Sunday afternoon. They left the church and ran away to spend their honeymoon
In a tiny house
in a tiny house
by a tiny stream.
by a tiny stream
Where the lovely lass
where the lovely lass
had a lovely dream.
had a lovely dream.
And the last I heard,
They still live happily in Gilly Gilly, Austin, Pepper, Cats, and Ellenbogen by the sea.
in Gaily, Gaily, Austin, Pepper,
Gilly Gilly, Austin, Pepper, Cats, and Ellenbogen by the sea.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we bring you one of the more popular portions of our program, our How to Stay Young department. And here to let us in on her secret of eternal youth is that all-time girl, just back from a rejuvenation course with Ali Khan, Miss Effie Clinker.
Howdy. Oh, I may be falling apart, but I'm young at heart.
Well, you look lovely tonight, Miss Clinker.
Oh, yes, I believe in growing old gracefully.
Yes.
Or better still, disgracefully.
Well, I think it's wonderful how you've kept your youth.
Yeah. How did you know about George?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah. Now tell me, Miss Clinker, nowadays they give shots for almost everything. Are there any shots that you can recommend that make you feel younger?
Oh, yes, indeed there are.
Yes.
After a few shots of scotch, you'd be surprised how young I feel.
Now don't tell me that you indulge, you drink.
Well, the doctor said for my health's sake I should take a wee drop before going to bed, you know?
Yes, I see.
Yeah. Of course, sometimes I find myself going to bed 4 and 5 times a night, though. Yes, indeed, I really sleep tight.
Yes. All right. Well, that will do. Right now, it's time to answer some of your mail.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, hurry it up. It's getting close to one of my bedtimes.
Yes, I know. The first letter is from Minneapolis.
Oh, it's nice up there.
Yes. Here it is. Dear Miss Clinker, I am 80 years old. Would it keep me young if I married a 20-year-old girl?
Sonny, it would probably kill you. It's like buying a steak when you haven't got any teeth.
All right, next letter. Here's one from a listener in Cleveland. My dear Miss Clinker, I am 35, and I'm going with a used car salesman. Should I marry him?
Why, if you love him, what if he is used?
No. My dear Miss Clinker. What is the most important rule in staying young? Besides lying, that is.
Well, I would say that good health is most important.
Good health?
Yes. People are too run down these days.
Run down?
Yes.
I say, Effie, old girl, would you say that I looked run down?
You look run over.
You've still got one more letter to answer. Dear Miss Clinker, do you ever wear a sweater to attract men?
Me wear a sweater with my figure? Oh, silly boy. Well, that would be like trying to flag down the super chief with an empty can of Sterno.
Well, thank you, Miss Clinker. Our time is up. But before we go, do you have any last message?
Sounds like your last one.
No, I'm... I don't know what's the matter with me.
You've been taking care of yourself.
Yeah. Do you have any last message to our audience?
Yes. All of you men out there, take good care of yourselves. Heaven keep you. I wish I could afford it.
Edgar Bergen Hour, transcribed with Charlie McCarthy, Mortimer Snerd, Gary Crosby, Carol Richards, Jack Kirkwood, the Mellow Men, and Ray Noble will be back after station identification.
First half of the new Edgar Bergen Hour, 70 years ago, November 25th, 1955, on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Visit our webpage at classicradio.stream to support the podcast, and please do. Love to have you there. You can support the podcast by any of a variety of purchases there. You can also find the information on Professor B's Digestive Aid, and you can also buy me a copy if that so inclines you. ClassicRadio.stream. The conclusion of the new Edgar Bergen Hour is next.
Alert today, alive tomorrow.
Plan now with your family for civil defense emergency action. Someday it may save your lives.
Join, work, and share together with others this knowledge of self-help. Civil defense, an American tradition.
Classic Radio Theater, now the conclusion of the new Edgar Bergen Hour with Charlie McCarthy, November 25th, 1955, 70 years ago today.
From Hollywood, it's the new Edgar Bergen Hour with Charlie McCarthy, Mortimer Sturt, Gary Crosby, Carol Richards, Jack Kirkwood, the Mellow Man, Ray Noble, and yours truly, John Heaston.
I'll never smile again. Oh, like I snowed before. Do-do-de-do. All right, that's enough now. Why such a sad song, Mortimer? Well, I'll tell you, Mr. Bergen, I sort of got the dismals today. The dismals? Yeah. I'm sort of down in the Humpty Dumps. I see. Why? Well, I'm kind of worried. Oh, I see. Worried about what? I see. Worried about what? Yeah. Oh, about what? Yeah. Well, I'm worried about things back on the farm, mostly. We got 16 new mouths to feed now. Oh. A lot of baby pigs or chickens? No, it's my Uncle Sorghum and Aunt Drusilla. And their kids. And their kids, yeah. So Uncle Sorghum and his family. Yeah, I didn't even know I had an Uncle Sorghum, and they all moved in and they're living there now. Well, that's... How many children do you say? 16. Are you sure there are 16? Well, let me see. There's Vestibula, Twitchy, Narrowhead, Fungus and Grunion, Quagmire, Putrid and Slurp, and then there's the triplets. Triplets, yeah. Them that has gets, yeah. What are the triplets' names? Oh, they're Nurt, Bert, and Squirt. I see. And then there's, there's the oldest sister, you know, Groucho. The sister's name is Groucho. Yeah, they call her that because she has a mustache and smokes cigars. Yeah, that's the way it goes, yeah.
Well, that must make things pretty crowded around your house.
Oh, they're sleeping all over the darn place. In the kitchen, too. Is that so? Yeah.
They don't mind that.
No, all except Cousin Twitchy. He ain't used to sleeping in a strange sink. Oh,
Well, they made themselves at home, didn't they?
Oh, they did that. They're even wearing my clothes. Is that so? Yeah, Herkimer, or Jerkimer, I call it. He got up this morning and got right into my best suit.
Oh, well, now, that is annoying.
Yeah, it certainly is. What's more, he didn't even give me time to get out of it first.
Mortimer, these people, they don't sound like very attractive relatives.
No. They sure made a mess of the house, too, I imagine. I didn't realize how dirty the house was until a dog came in and tried to bury a bone in the living room.
Right, bury a bone in the living room?
Yeah. We got wall-to-wall dirt now.
How could they drag so much dirt into the house?
I don't know. Oh, you know, those little kids, when they go to sleep, you know what they play? They play that game, This Little Piggy Went to Market.
Well, that's very nice.
Yeah, but they do it with real pigs. Oh, well,
I know it must annoy you, but remember, Mortimer, blood is thicker than water.
Yeah, I imagine so, yeah, of course. Then again, what isn't? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's the way it goes.
Yeah.
relatives, of course, can be a problem. Do you know what Hubbard said about relatives? Well, I don't care to listen to anything, that kind of language, you know. Oh, no. No, you've heard the saying. Well, haven't you heard it? I don't know. Well, well, it was Albert Hubbard. Oh, well, that's pretty good. Well, I haven't said it yet. Oh. The devil gives us our relatives. Thank God we can choose our friends. Now, what do you think of that? Well, how does it go? He just went. Oh. I must have been looking the other way. Yeah. Now, Mortimer, how on earth are you going to get rid of that mob at your house? Well, I don't know. I don't think they're going to leave. Why do you say that? Well, I overheard Uncle Sorghum say we'll stay until he gets wise. Oh, I see. Well, I'm beginning to see the light. You are? Yes. Would you mind turning it up a little so I can see it, too? I don't think he's your uncle. No? No. And I don't think they're your relatives at all. I think they're a bunch of imposters. Yeah? I do. You may be right at that. Yes, of course. How can you be so stupid? Well, it comes easy after you reach the first plateau, I imagine.
Hello, Edgar.
Well, it's Carol Richards.
I hope you'll excuse my coming out early, Edgar, but I've been so anxious to meet Mortimer. Oh, he's really cute. Oh, Mortimer, don't tell me you're a shrinking violet.
Well, not exactly, no. I'm more of the stinkweed type.
Oh, come on now, Mortimer. Don't be afraid of me.
No.
I won't bite you.
You wanna?
Mm-mm.
No teeth, huh?
I think you better sing, Carol.
Yeah, go ahead.
You see a pair of laughing eyes, and suddenly you're sighing sighs. You're thinking nothing's wrong. You string along, boy, then snap. Those eyes, they're part of the tender trap. You're hand in hand beneath the trees, and soon there's music in the breeze. You're acting kind of smart until your heart just goes whap. Those trees that breeze, they're part of the tender trap. Some starry night when his kisses make you tingle, he'll hold your hand and you'll hate yourself for being single, and all at once it seems so nice. The trees are throwing shoes and rice. You hurry to a spot that's just a dot on the map. You wonder how it all came about. It's too late now, there's no getting out. You fell in love, and love is a tender trap. Some starry night when his kisses make you tingle, he'll hold your hand and you'll hate yourself for being single, and all at once it seems so nice. The folks are throwing shoes and rice. You hurry to a spot that's just a dot on the map. You wonder how it all came about. It's too late now, there's no getting out. You fell in love, and love is a tender trap.
our Meet the People department. Our guest tonight is one of the foremost ethnologists in the United States, and his name is known the world over as one of the outstanding authorities on the American Indian. He holds the position of director of the Southwest Museum in Los Angeles. Here he is, Dr. Frederick Webb Hodge.
Good evening, Dr. Hodge. Now, this is a real pleasure to have you with us tonight, and I realize it may not exactly be good form to inquire into a person's age. You know, Jack Benny seems to dislike such probing, but I confess that I'm curious about you. Is your age a secret, Doctor?
No, I'm 39.
Oh, no. Not you, too, huh? This is contagious. No, seriously, Dr. Hodge, about how old are you?
Well, Mr. Bergen, to tell the truth, I was 91 the 28th of last month.
Well. 91 years. Well, isn't that wonderful? And how did you celebrate your birthday?
Well, my friends gave me a party and we really had a grand time.
Oh, yes. Dr. Hodge, as the world's foremost authority on the American Indian, you've probably devoted a great portion of your life to the study, haven't you?
Well, as a lad in Washington, D.C., I became interested in Indians, and I never have outgrown that lure. It's been most fortunate, for to love one's work is one of the secrets of longevity, I believe.
Yes. Well, now, while we're on the subject of longevity, you certainly should have some ideas on that. What is your thinking about, smoking and liquor?
Well, for years I've smoked a pack and a half a day, and I enjoy an occasional drink. But my friends have always insisted I should indulge only in moderation if I want to live to a ripe old age.
Mm-hmm. And are your friends as chipper as you?
Oh, most of them have passed on.
They probably didn't take their own advice. Well, so you've given up alcoholic beverages then, haven't you?
Not altogether. I still like a nightcap before retiring.
I hope you're not like Effie Clinker. You don't find yourself retiring 2 or 3 times a night, now.
Oh, no. One old-fashioned is quite enough for me.
And undoubtedly you subscribe to getting 10 hours of sleep per night?
I prefer 8 hours sleep, but can get along on 7. And I have thrived on 6. When I was preparing the handbook of the American Indian, it was not unusual for me to sit up doing research, writing, reading proof, until 2 or 3 o'clock every morning. This lasted for 11 years.
Well, you certainly do contradict all the rules I've ever heard laid down for longevity.
Yes. Well, maybe so. But in my opinion, there's nothing more important than leading a normal life. If I have a formula, it can probably be summed up as happy work, happy friends, happy family. I'm most fortunate being married to a charming, wonderful woman. I have good friends, and my life's work has been one I love.
Mm-hmm. And you mentioned that you've been interested in Indians since you were a boy. How did you happen to make it your profession?
Well, I became field secretary of the Hemingway expedition in 1886. That was the first organized archaeological expedition into the Southwest.
And on the way, did you happen to pass Jack Benny in a covered wagon?
No, but the expedition was a great success. And after my return to Washington, D.C. in 1889, I joined the Bureau of American Ethnology of the Smithsonian Institution.
Well, now, what about the famous Hawiku expedition that you organized?
Well, under the auspices of the Museum of the American Indian in New York, we made expeditions to excavate the Hawiku ruin in New Mexico, which was identified as one of the so-called 7 cities of Cibola. Mm-hmm. That is, of the Zuni Indians of old.
I see. Now, in conducting these excavations, just what do you look for? What is the index of the culture of the people? Is it the things they've left behind, I suppose?
Well, primarily, and in most instances, yes. However, the real test of the Indians' culture is not always discernible in the material things they leave. The Iroquois, for instance, left very little, yet they had reached perhaps the highest degree of culture than any other Indian tribes of North America, north of Mexico.
Well, in what way would you say did the Iroquois exceed that of other Indians?
Well, in a great variety of ways, one of which was the freedom enjoyed by their women.
Oh.
They had women's suffrage, and bear in mind that was many, many years before our own women were so privileged.
Now, that is really surprising. Now, did the Iroquois women ever exercise their, what shall we call it, voting rights?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
The men could not even go to war without permission of the women.
That'd be a good way to eliminate war. By the time the women get through talking it over, the crisis would be over. Or they could just send the women. Dr. Hodge, you are now director of the Southwest Museum here in our city, isn't that right?
Not exactly. I have been director of the museum for 23 years, but at the close of January, I took a sabbatical leave.
I see. To sort of rest up a little bit, huh?
Well, of course not. I took the leave in order to devote my full time to research for the Department of Justice, Indian Claims Commission. In other words, as my mother used to say, it's like stopping work to haul timber.
In other words, you're busier than ever now.
Oh, yes. We are endeavoring to settle the Apache Indians' suit against the United States government for land said to have been taken from them, thus involving large parts of the Southwest and to run into many millions of dollars.
Sounds like a very important job. Well, Dr. Hodge, I want to thank you for being our guest tonight. A man like you who is 91 years young is certainly an inspiration to the rest of us.
Thank you, Mr. Bergen.
And it's getting a little late, so if you'd like, I'll drive you home after the show.
Oh, there's no hurry to get home. Let's have a nightcap.
Yeah. Well, let's live it up. And thank you again, Dr. Hodge.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gary Crosby returns to sing All at Once You Love Her.
You start to light her cigarette, and all at once you love her. You scarcely talk, you scarcely met, but all at once you love her. You like her eyes, you tell her so. She thinks you're wise and clever. You kissed goodnight, and then you know you kiss goodnight forever. You wonder where your heart can go. Then all at once you know. You start to light her cigarette, and all at once you love her. You scarcely talk, you have scarcely talked, you scarcely met, yes, you scarcely met, and all at once you love her. You like her eyes, you tell her so. She thinks you're wise and clever. You kiss goodnight. You kiss goodnight. And then you know. And then you know. You kiss goodnight forever. You wonder where your heart can go.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, it is time for our weekly excursion into the realm of culture. Tonight, our forum of intellectual titans bring their great wisdom and perception to bear on the ever-continuing scholastic debate, Whither Literature. Here they are, Edgar Bergen and his end table.
Thank you. And good evening, Paddle.
Hiya, kid.
Crazy, man. Good evening, Professor Kirkwood, Professor Noble, and, well, if it isn't Mortimer Snurd.
Well, if it isn't, the stork played a dirty trick on the mother.
That'll be enough.
That's exactly what the parents said when they saw me.
Gentlemen, our subject for tonight is Whither Literature. Now, to start the discussion, would you like to define the meaning of literature?
I say, you chaps, look, I should be quite good on this subject, really. You know, I was born in a library.
No, you were actually born in a library?
Oh, yes.
How is that possible?
Well, Mother kept trying to tell Dad, but the librarian kept saying, shh.
If your parents were smart, they'd have brought you back after 2 weeks.
You know, boy, after all, I did have to be renewed, you know.
Ray, there's a North American van leaving for the Grand Canyon.
Yes?
Why don't you get on it? Or better yet, get under it.
Please, that will do. Professor Kirkwood, what would you say is your favorite book?
Well, it used to be Louis over on 3rd Street, but the cops grabbed him.
No. Oh, too bad.
Yeah, he was on his way to being Bookie of the Month. Yes, Bookie of the Month. Yes. That was a loser.
Professor Kirkwood, your education is sadly lacking.
Oh, you hurt me, boy. I'll have you know I went to school, and I really enjoyed that day.
You mean you only went to school one day?
You supposed to go back?
Let's continue. Now, Professor Snurd, who is your favorite author?
Well, I think, I'd say offhand, I know it as well as I know my own name. It's, no, that is my name. No, he's dead, too. Let's see. When they begin,
Come on. I asked you, who is your favorite author?
Oh, Arthur Godfrey.
No. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Say, I hear he isn't around anymore. He just fired himself.
Oh, no. That will do, gentlemen. Now, I'd like to get one sensible answer from this panel, if I'm not being too optimistic. Professor Noble,
Yes,
do you know Dickens' works?
No, but I'm glad he got the job over there.
I'm referring to Charles Dickens.
Oh, Charlie Dickens, of course, yes. How silly of me, yes. Oh, his books have always occupied an important position in our house.
Is that so?
Oh, yes. See, we have a table with one short leg.
Yes. This is hard to believe. Haven't you read any of Dickens' famous classics? You know you might enjoy Little Women.
Oh, I've enjoyed quite a few of them.
Kirkwood, we're still on the subject of literature.
I think I changed it for the better.
This is awful. Our modern writers have been compared unfavorably with the great 15th and 16th century authors, such as Shakespeare, Chaucer, and Bacon. Now, Mortimer... Well, what do you think?
I wasn't thinking.
How would you compare the modern ones with Shakespeare, Chaucer, and Bacon?
Well, I'll have some.
You'll have some... Have some what?
Some of that bacon.
No. I'm speaking of Francis Bacon.
Oh, the mule.
No, not... This is Bacon the man.
Oh, well, count me out. I ain't no cannonball.
Gentlemen, this is a discussion on literature. Certainly you have read some books.
Oh, of course.
Well, naturally, yes.
I just read that book about a bad day at Santa Anita.
Yeah? A book about a bad day at Santa Anita?
Yeah, you know, the naked and the dead.
No.
Yeah. There was another
another loser.
Yes. I say, did any of you chaps read that new English bestseller, the typewriter murder mystery?
No.
Or Who Shifted Lady Cholmondeley's Carriage?
My favorite is one of those Mother Goose stories, you know, like Little Boy Blue Can Blow Your Nose, one of those. You're a better man than I am, Rin Tin Tin. I like it.
Now, please, gentlemen, please. I say, chaps, the book I'm waiting for, just between ourselves, is the new Kinsey report.
Yeah?
Oh, yes. This one's on the love life of the mashed potato.
Yeah.
The love life of the mashed potato?
Oh, yes, old boy. You'll be surprised at what goes on under that gravy.
I gotta take a look sometime. Gentlemen, we are here, I repeat again, to discuss the basic difference between modern and classical literature. And there are many of them. Mortimer, would you like to illustrate? I say, would you like to illustrate?
No, I feel all right.
No. I maintain that we're taking this subject too lightly. Now, you know that Socrates, what he said about the importance of literature.
No, I don't think I was listening.
He said it before you were born.
Well, I know I wasn't listening.
For your information, Socrates lived many years ago in old Greece.
I say he must have been a rancid old duck.
You're not trying to keep this on a level keel at all. I just can't cope with this abysmal ignorance being shown here tonight. This monumental illiteracy, the crass superficiality, the utter incompetence. Shut up. Charlie, I'm delighted to see you in such amenable mood today.
What's your good mood?
Well, you know, easygoing, easy to get along with, likable, gentle.
Well, it's this way, Bergen. A gentle act, a gentle word makes life pleasanter. Just like it says in the song. Listen.
Gentleness is welcome.
You like that?
I do, Charlie, because it's true. True not only of people, but of cigarettes. That's why for months, all Philip Morris smokers have enjoyed a new cigarette made gentle for modern taste. Born gentle, then refined to special gentleness in the making, this new cigarette comes as a wonderful surprise to veteran smokers, gives today's young smokers just what they require in a cigarette. Enjoy the gentle pleasure, the fresh, unfiltered flavor of new Philip Morris. You'll find it in a smart new red, white, and gold package.
Have a gentle Philip Morris, made gentle for you.
Enjoy new Philip Morris, the gentle cigarette. And now, here is Edgar Bergen.
And now it's time for another bit of sage advice from our rural philosopher, Mortimer. And here he is with Snurd's words for the birds.
Half a loaf is better than no rest at all. Thank you.
Next Sunday. Good night, everyone.
Remember to listen to Edgar Bergen with Charlie McCarthy, Mortimer Snurd, Ray Noble, and the entire ensemble next Sunday at the same time. Tonight's Edgar Bergen Show with Jack Kirkwood, Carol Richards, Gary Crosby, and the Mellow Men was produced and transcribed in Hollywood by Sam Pierce. Script by Cy Rose, Hilda Black, and Zeno Klinker. This is John Easton speaking.
Not a bad 55-minute show at all. Edgar Bergen, the new Edgar Bergen Hour, coming from 70 years ago, November 25th, 1955, here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Let's check in with Claudia and David next.
This is Art Linkletter. In event of atomic bombing or some other catastrophe, here's something important to remember. It will help save lives, including your own. Do not use the telephone. Leave the line open for official rescue and relief. This is your part in civil defense. Remember, don't use the phone. Leave the line clear for safety of your own life and the lives of others.
Now we go back 78 years, November 25th, 1947. More issues with the new apartment. Claudia and David.
Your Coca-Cola bottler presents Claudia. Claudia, based on the original stories by Rose Franken. Brought to you, transcribed, Monday through Friday, by your friendly neighbor who bottles Coca-Cola. Relax, and while you're listening, refresh yourself. Have a Coke. And now, Claudia.
David, you're home. How wonderful.
You said 5 o'clock.
And 5 o'clock it is.
I broke my neck to make it. Everything better be ready.
Everything is ready. Fritz is coming to help with the bags. They're all in a bunch in the living room.
Well, how does it feel to be moving into your own apartment, Mrs. Norton?
Marvelous. Most marvelous thing that ever happened to me.
Most?
Next to getting married, of course.
Oh. So now we gather up our small caravan, and in the dimming light of afternoon, we take leave of the beautiful land of apartment 2E. Turning our face to the sunset, we say goodbye to the natives. Goodbye.
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 Goodbye. What did the natives
David,
say?
you're... I was up in the apartment this afternoon, and the sun was coming in, and... Oh, it looked beautiful.
Beautiful and empty.
Wish it had looked empty. It was full of painters' buckets and brushes and ladders and canvases and stuff.
Is that all? Didn't the beds come?
The mattresses and the box springs came. Of course, we have our chairs, so we're practically set. We can move right in. Oh, yes, pots and pans arrived, too.
How'd the painting look?
I loved the colors we picked. It was hard to tell, though. It was wet, and the colors underneath kept peeking through. There were 2 painters, a tall one and a short one.
Were they almost finished?
They didn't look almost finished to me, but they promised they would be by 5. I think I'll call Mama.
What for? Why don't you ask her to come and watch for herself?
She offered, but I said no. She'd want to do all the work of unpacking and putting away, and she'd get all tired out. We'll have her come over later tonight when it's all set.
That's all right.
Wonder where Fritz is.
He'll be along.
Oh, the new tenant's coming in at 6. I hope he likes it here. He's only a man.
What's the matter with that?
I mean, he's not married. I don't see how a man lives in an apartment not married.
Lots of men do.
Poor things. I suppose they have to live somewhere, though. Hello, Mama. We're all set to go any minute. You know it's clean here. You saw it. How could I mess it up in an hour? Listen, will you come over later? We'll call you from upstairs when we're in.
Give her my love.
David says give you his love. Oh, there's Fritz now. Goodbye. And be good. You answer it, and I'll go put on my hat and coat.
You don't need to. You're just moving upstairs to the 12th floor, remember? Oh, Fritz. We're all ready for you.
Mr. Norton, I don't know how to tell you.
Hello, Fritz. We're right on schedule.
Mrs. Norton, the painters, they are not finished.
They aren't, but they promised, David. They promised.
Now, what happened, Fritz?
I was up there this afternoon. They said they'd...
One had to go home.
Oh, go home in the middle of the afternoon? The tall one or the short one?
The short one.
Oh, the short one. He was the only good one?
How much did they get done, Fritz?
The bedroom almost, the living room almost, the kitchen and the hall.
That's about as much as they'd done this afternoon.
Is any of it dry?
The hall is wet and step ladders and paints all over. It always happens, especially these days. What can you do?
Can't people do something?
They haven't been able to so far.
They promised they finish tomorrow, Mrs. Norton.
They'd better. I'm not going to live with 2 painters. Well, I guess we might as well get started.
Now, where will you go?
Upstairs, of course. Where else?
But you can't go upstairs to move in now.
Why not? We won't touch anything. And if the kitchen's finished, we can put all the bags in there.
But, darling, the smell of paint is terrible.
Oh, don't I know?
And the heat is off, and the windows, they must all be closed.
Why must they be?
So the paint won't get all sooty before it's dry.
Oh. Well, we'll just have to smother, that's all. It's not the way I expected to move, but it can't be helped.
Mr. Norton, I don't think that...
I don't think so either, Claudia. We cannot move into that apartment tonight.
I don't mind a little paint and stuffiness. Really, I don't.
Well, I do. Besides, the painters come in early. All these boxes and bags and beds will be in the way. We're not moving tonight. That's impossible.
Impossible or not, we'll have to. We can't stay here, can we, Fritz?
Not here. The new tenant called. He will be here at 6. I'm so sorry, Mrs. Norton.
Oh, it's not your fault, Fritz.
And don't give it a second thought, Fritz. We'll be out of here long before 6.
Well, you leave the bags, Mr. Norton. I will put them downstairs in the storage.
Fine. They'll be right here in the living room.
Well, I come back up.
Well, goodbye, Fritz.
Bye, Fritz.
Bye.
Well, now what?
Oh, darling, it's not that tragic.
I know it isn't tragic. I don't mind too much, really. I guess we can't always have everything just the way we want.
Now, what hotel would you like to stay at?
Hotel? Can you move into a hotel just like that?
Why not? That's what hotels are for.
We're not from out of town. I'll feel funny.
You'll feel wonderful. We'll have dinner downstairs, get a room that overlooks the park, have breakfast sent up. You'll never want to leave.
Darling, it's so expensive.
Oh, it's not so bad. Besides, there's no choice.
There isn't?
None.
Well, we'll be kind of exciting, like another honeymoon.
A short one. Short but sweet.
Oh, I wish I hadn't packed my best nightgown.
I'll buy you another one on the way.
And a pair of slippers and a lacy negligee.
Anything you want. This is your night, Mrs. Norton. We're celebrate, not moving.
It's a date. Quick, call a hotel, David.
All right, now let's see. I'll call the Gorham.
The Gorham? David, you don't have to lose your head.
The Gorham it is. For my wife, the best. I know the number of some of our best out-of-town clients go there. Hello. Room clerk, please. Thanks, I'll hold on.
David, I just thought of something. You can't get rooms in hotels these days.
That's just a rumor. You can always get one room and a bath.
Well, I hope you're right.
Oh, hello. I'd like to make a reservation for a room and a bath for tonight. What's that? No, not for a week from tonight, for tonight. Oh. No, I don't care to send my bags and wait in the lobby. Thank you. Can you suggest any other hotel that might be able to take us in? You can't, eh? It's as bad as that. Well, goodbye.
No room?
He says people are sitting up in the lobby.
Oh.
Well, here, give me that book. I have an idea.
Try and sound as if you're from out of town. Maybe that'll help.
Any special part of the country?
Just sound distinguished.
Well, that's a big order. The Slater. Here we are. I should have called the Slater in the first place. They've got thousands of rooms, and they pride themselves on their hospitality.
David, it's getting to be almost 6 o'clock.
Now, don't rush me. Hello? Slater Hotel? Kindly connect me with the room clerk, please. I desire to make a reservation for my wife and myself. With a bath, please. It's working.
Will you be able to keep it up all night?
Until we get in that room, I will. Hello? Oh, hello. This here is Mr. Norton. Mr. Gaylord Ravenel Norton. I desire to make a room reservation for myself and my wife with a bath for this here evening, please, sir. What's that you say, sir? Well, sir, it's either tonight or it's never. Is this northern hospitality? Well, you come down south, son. Now, come now, son. Certainly you have one room in that big hotel. Not until a week from next Thursday, huh? No, I don't want a room a week from next Thursday. I want it tonight. Oh, you'll take a reservation, huh? My name? Senator Claghorn, son. Senator Claghorn.
What's the matter with us, David? Doesn't anybody love us?
Well, they love us, all right. They want us to sleep on a park bench.
Might be nice, but a little cold for a southern gentleman and his bride.
Give me that book. I'll get us a room.
It's hopeless, and you know it. There's just no room anywhere at such short notice.
Well, what do other people do?
Stay with relatives.
We haven't got any relatives.
We've got Aunt Louisa.
No, I'm not going to Aunt Louise.
Neither am I. But why not Mama?
Mama? What does she have to do with this?
Everything. She's gotten rid of the extra bed and is getting the sofa covered, so we can't stay there with her.
All right, then. We can't stay with her, but we'll not go to Aunt Louise's.
David, listen to me. We will go to Mama's and send Mama to Aunt Louisa's.
Why should Mother have to stay at Aunt Louise's if I don't want
Now,
to?
you leave this to me. Mama won't mind, I know it. As a matter of fact, she'll probably enjoy it. Mama? You home?
No, I'm out.
That's good, so are we.
Why aren't you in your new apartment?
Because we came to visit you.
A fine time to visit.
Oh, we thought so. That's why we're visiting.
Well, aren't you going to ask us to sit down?
Sit down.
Sit down.
I'm sitting down.
Well, now that we're all sitting down, Claudia, what are you and David and Kat doing here?
We just told you, visiting.
If you two don't stop acting like nincompoops, I'll send you back to your apartment. You should be there anyway.
You're very hospitable.
What's the matter? Don't you like it?
We like it better here.
Well, don't feel as if you have to sit around and talk to me. Run along. If I can help you, I'll come over later.
We won't be there.
You won't?
No.
Oh, going out this evening?
Yes, we thought we'd go out. After all, just because we've got an apartment doesn't mean we have to stay in it.
Like two birds in a cage.
You two birds belong in a cage.
Mommy, you better hurry. You'll be late.
I will.
You will?
Late to dinner. You're going out to dinner.
I am?
You am?
My dinner is in the stove, thank you, all ready for me.
Good. Then Claudia won't have to cook.
I'll get your hat.
I don't want my hat.
You'd better wear it, Mother. You don't want to catch cold.
David, where am I going to catch cold?
On your way to Aunt Louise's. You're having dinner with her, of course.
Dinner?
And to spend the night.
Oh, the night, too, I see. Does Aunt Louisa, by any chance, know it?
Certainly she knows that I invited you.
Thank you very much. Now, what is this all about?
Still doesn't understand, David.
Very slow-witted, your mother.
Explain to her.
We are orphans in the night, Mama. If you do not open up your big heart to us, we will have to sleep on a park bench.
The painters liked the apartment so much they decided to stay another day.
You're out of one apartment and not in the other.
See, she's not so slow-witted, David.
Just takes a little time.
You've decided to come home to your poor old mother's doorstep.
And then send our poor old mother over to Aunt Louisa's doorstep.
And what's the matter with your going there?
Aunt Louisa has asthma, and we have Shakespeare.
And there's not a hotel in New York that'll have us.
I wish we could invite you to stay with us here, but we haven't got the room.
I wouldn't spend another night with you two for $1 million.
David, give her $1 million.
Have you got a blank check, Mother?
You better hurry, Mom. It's getting late. Remember, you're invited for dinner.
And we're invited for dinner tomorrow night.
Serves you right.
Well, of all the ingratitude, here's your hat.
Claudia, stop messing my hair.
Looks nice over one eye. Not your hair, your hat.
Here's your coat.
Put your chin up, Mother. I'll button it.
Not your chin, your coat.
Get away from me.
We're only trying to help.
I'm going. I can't get away fast enough.
Mama, call us when you get there. You don't feel as if we'd driven you out.
Oh, no. Why should I feel that?
Well, you just might. Good night, Mama. Don't cross the streets when the lights are green. And oh, Mama.
What now?
I've got an idea. Why don't you come over here for breakfast in the morning?
Yes, don't stand on formality.
Just drop in, Mama, as if the place belonged to you.
This broadcast of Claudia was supervised and directed by William Brown Maloney. Unless you're so busy that you can't get out of the house, you'll certainly do a large part of your Thanksgiving marketing today to avoid the last-minute rush. When you're buying the food and fixins', don't forget to ask for that case of Coca-Cola, which plays such a large part in all gala days. And remember, you can shop refreshed if you take time to stop at that familiar red cooler for a delicious ice-cold Coke. Every day, Monday through Friday, Claudia comes to you, transcribed, with the best wishes of your friendly neighbor who bottles Coca-Cola. So listen again tomorrow at the same time. And now this is Joe King saying au revoir, and remember, whoever you are, whatever you do, wherever you may be, When you think of refreshment, think of Coca-Cola. For ice-cold Coca-Cola makes any pause the pause that refreshes.
Years ago, November 25th, 1947, Claudia, here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Thanks for making us a part of your Tuesday. We'll join you again tomorrow for more Classic Radio Theater with some fun shows, including Jimmy Durante, Arthur Treacher trying to sell his turkey, Father Knows Best, just an ordinary Thanksgiving at the Anderson house, Fibber and Molly, Jack Benny as they have their dinner over at Mary Livingston's house, and another episode of Claudia. Thanks for being with us here. We'll see you tomorrow for more Classic Radio Theater. I'm Wyatt Cox.